Hello.
You doing,
Hello,
gang?
hello.
Hello, hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Is there anyone on this call that handles the St. Louis, Missouri area?
St.
No?
Louis. I don't know. I don't know if we have anybody from St. Louis there, Mike. We need to. Let's find an agent, get you a referral
Yeah.
with your affiliate link. Subsidize your payment to me. All right. Do you want to start? Harry, you had your hand up first. Do you want to start?
Sure. Hopefully these will be quick questions. So first, um, I have I have an EIN number for my non-real estate business, and I'm trying to do the A2P. So I figured I needed to get another one so the name would match. Is that but I can't get through. The IRS keeps rejecting me online. They say that they give me some code and say I have to call the number. I've called the number 3 times, sat on hold for probably a total of about 3 hours and got
Oh,
nothing.
geez.
So does the EIN, does the name on the EIN have to match the name on on the website?
It does.
Okay, all right. So
Does.
that's one
Yeah,
question.
and your business name. Yeah, your business name. And basically it's your business name and EIN have to match because they actually, when you apply for A2P, they actually look up the EIN to make sure it is the right business.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
figured that, but I just thought I'd ask.
I
Maybe
don't
you
know why like you're like it only started happening, Harry, like 2 weeks ago.
hmm
It was like the
Well,
last like 2 months, it's been a requirement, and everybody's been able to just go and get the EIN right on the website. You just fill it in and get one. And they must have just got so many, they must have got inundated or whatever. So now they're saying call us or whatever. It's crazy.
either that or they fired a bunch of people. But
They
anyway,
fired a
um,
couple people, yeah.
right. Um, I wanted to show you something. I'm working on that survey, and I had a question about the opt-in form. Let me see if I can hold on just a second. Where
Share
is it here?
screen.
Yeah. Okay.
And at
Share.
4 o'clock, guys, I have two new surveys, two new funnels for everybody we're going to go over. And it's going to be in your account tonight.
Where's one? There we go. Okay, can you see it?
It's coming up now. Yep.
Yep. Okay. So I've got the quiz, but I figured I needed the opt-ins, the two check boxes to be compliant, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I went here to this form that you had made, or that that's got the right things on the bottom.
Yeah.
Is there, and so I tried go high level GPT, and it said that these might be what are they called? I forget. I tried, is there?
That's now they now have those two checks now is a footer on the left-hand side. So if you get your survey,
Okay, but can I do that in here? So can I do that in here?
well, you have to edit the survey. Is this
Right.
the editor? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So just on the left-hand side, grab another element and you're gonna grab the go down on the list.
Okay.
It's on that list somewhere.
What's it called?
Like footer
It,
or
it's not a custom field, right?
no, it's not a custom field.
Okay, so multi drop down, personal info, address, text, customized,
Signature. Maybe.
TNC.
Yeah, t terms and conditions, I think. Yeah. No, no, that
Um,
yeah, drag that on there
uh-huh.
and just place it in the bottom somewhere.
So it gives you one.
No,
Yep.
that there's a ship. I thought they had it. Oh, uh, thought they had it on here.
He could probably do it again and edit the text.
Yeah, I know they have it in here because that's how I got it. So when I made my new
Oh, okay. Well, so
form,
I think Tom's got a good idea. So I'll go here.
yeah, you could do
Let's see if I
two,
drag it again.
Just
but
copy and paste Smarties. That's all.
Well, See, it only shows one of them though.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not. So look on the rest of that list there, Harry. There's got to be another
It
option
stopped.
in there.
That's all that it
No,
shows me.
no, scroll up. There's a lot more.
Okay.
So start at the top,
Okay.
single choice, full name, last name, phone number, email, address, website. How did I get them on there?
Excellent question.
'Cause I got them on there. Signature? No, it's not
That's
signature.
it. That's the end.
Yeah.
Custom field?
No, it's not a custom field. It's not definitely not a custom field. It was just an ad. So what you could do is instead of having a check the checkbox, you could just do a checkbox
Well,
field type.
when I looked at yours, it looks, and I go to the editor, it looks like you did. I mean,
he did drop two of them in there.
well,
No,
okay.
I didn't drop two in, Tom. It came in automatically. I did not do two. They had a widget to allow me to just drop it in. It has the new double check requirement.
So is that a different widget on the forms versus the survey?
That
Yeah.
may be right.
He's
So
got
Okay, well, that seems like a problem
that's a
because,
problem. Yeah. Instead of the survey. Let me look at the forms. Let me take a quick look.
yeah, see here, I don't want to mess up this form. Can I drag it in here and see what it does?
Yeah, just don't let go.
Well, but I want to see how it looks. I
Oh,
mean, hmm?
gotcha.
You know, I don't know, will it open if I double click on it so you can see what it looks like?
What happens if you right click? No. Hmm.
Interesting. So here, I'll just show you how I got it. So it must be only on.
Can you share your screen?
What is that a survey or a quiz that you're looking at?
So this is a form.
No, no, yours. Is it a form or a survey or quiz?
So mine is a quiz.
Is it because he's on mobile format, Smarty?
No. I just don't think they have it for quizzes yet because it's just a quiz.
Well, that seems kind of lame.
Yeah, it is lame, but they don't have it. Yeah, they don't have it. So yeah, because it's a new requirement. So if you guys don't know, everybody on the Zoom, if you don't know what we're talking about, the world of texting and all, they came out with a requirement to have a double
Opt in.
opt-in, double opt-in. So here, I'm going to share my screen just to show. So
And
does everybody see my screen
Oh,
now?
no. Oh, sorry. Let me let go of stop share. There we go. Okay, now you should be able to
So
share.
when you do a form
I still
now
can't
in
see
Go
your
High Level,
Smarty. I still can't see yours.
I can.
you at the very top of the Zoom, there's like probably two tabs.
Oh, got it. Sorry.
Already,
Okay.
just
Got
switch it
it.
to me.
Yep. Okay,
So
got it.
watch, when I say create a new form and I say start from scratch, it automatically on the form pops in the required
Opt
double check.
They
But I
make
can't put a form in a
In a quiz.
quiz, can I?
Yeah. No, you can't.
Okay,
Are they yelling at you because you only have one opt-in?
nobody's yelling at me. I just want to, if I'm going to do this, I want to be compliant, right?
So what? Yeah, I would just go with one for right now until somebody yells at you. I mean, you do have
Can you tell Go High Level that they got a problem, and I'll use the one until they.
yeah. See, but the main problem is it's not even a problem on their end. Well, it isn't. It isn't.
Well, it is.
It isn't. It isn't. What they've done on both is they don't even have it as a widget, an element over here to drag onto a new form or survey. So I'll let them know, Harry, to say, hey, they got to add it as a widget so we can put it on any survey, quiz, or form.
Or,
They just need one extra widget because it has TNC1 and TNC2. They just need to add the two.
Yeah, yeah.
or they just do what they did here on the three things you just said, Smarty. Tell them to make it the default template.
Well, no, you need to be able to have it as a widget, Tom, because you want to control like the survey I gave you this morning, Tom. The opt-in is the last page of the survey, not the front of the page. So I don't want them when they say create a new survey, the front page is like the opt-in required. I want to control where I want the opt-in.
Crystal clear.
So it's got to be over here on the page, because it's not
I get it. I got it.
right, then I can't control it. So that's just on them. So just go with one for right now, Harry. Nobody's yelling at you.
Well,
And then once we get the widget, you can swap it out and do a double check-in once they give it to us.
okay. I figured if I was,
Yeah,
as we'll do it the right way the first time, if I was messing something up somehow.
yeah.
Let's see. And was there another question? So,
25 points for a great question, though, Harry. So
woohoo! I'll
Probably
put that on
cool.
my resume. So, on my two sub accounts, I'm starting to put together the real estate site. Is there a way for me to have one sub account billed to one credit card or connected to one credit card and one connected to another?
Yep. Yeah, they both have their own billing section.
Well, okay. All right.
So yeah, just go to billing under settings, and that's where your cards are.
Okay. I think that was it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Kathleen.
I think I need to probably be directed to the training, but my links are broken on my website for the cash offer. There's training on that, correct?
Yeah, let's
'Cause-
take a quick look though, because we could probably fix it real quick.
Okay.
You talk about your homepage.
My homepage actually doesn't go anywhere, but my cash offer page goes to a 404. Whoops. Oh, okay.
It works.
It does.
Yeah. Oh, because go high level, you're now on Falcon, so you got to get the Falcon link.
Oh, okay. That's all I need to do then. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I probably had the same problem then too.
But
So,
let me actually show you mine, because the way I did it, it didn't break with Falcon. So let's try to put mine in there and see if that fixes it, Kathleen.
okay.
Everybody, we'll take a look. But remember on Friday we were going through setting up Falcon, and I checked the websites and they were all working. So let's take a look. I'm going to go over to let me look at Smarty to see. Yeah, it's working.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, so let's get my code that's in there, and I'll share it with everybody. You can have
Perfect.
this code, because I didn't change the code. It's just how I implemented it initially. So if I get this, so in the Zoom chat, that's the code that you're going to put in the box. Now, obviously, Kathleen, you got to change out Smarter the Realtor with whatever your domain is,
Okay.
and that should work. So why don't you swap yours out, publish your website, and then give a report to everybody it's working now.
Will do.
And then
Thank you.
Gigi and Sue and Mike and whoever else is on, grab that snippet of code and just change that where it says Smarter the Realtor. If you're on my iList, it's your domain dot proedgecrmoffers.com. If you're on Joe's iList, it's dot ilisttech.com or something.
Okay.
But mine's working fine.
Where do I adjust that to change the link? Because I'm on Falcon too. So
Yeah. So just go to your website, go to the cash offer page,
okay.
and on the cash offer page, you want to highlight this blue box, which is the code, and then come over here to the code editor, and you're going to paste that code right in there, and just change this part of the domain right there. But like Mike, you're on iList version, so it wouldn't be proedgecrmoffers.com. It would be the iList, whatever your URL is over on Joe.
Got it.
And then I'm going to also check here the home value. I'll put that code in there. So the home value.
My home value worked great, just so you know.
Yeah, that one worked okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was playing around with a different widget. Let me get rid of that. Oh, my page is a little messed up myself because I was playing around with something. But yours is working. Yours is working now. And then these we tested.
I almost have the task completed.
Okay, cool. We also tested these on Friday. These all work too. So if I say sell my home, get a value, or get a cash offer, if I did for just pick an address in Michigan.
Yes, it works.
All right,
Thank you,
cool.
Smarty.
Cool. Yep, that's all working. All right, who was next? I think Gigi or Sue, and then Mike and Steve. Gigi?
I'm probably the
Or
last.
Sue, you go ahead, Sue.
I think I'm the last because I got on a little late.
Okay.
All right.
And by the way,
First
if
of
you
all,
guys see my screen, look at this. Joe updated the new home valuation screen. Looks pretty good.
the second half of that, I had to leave. I know we stopped the recording after the cash to keys. Was the second half recorded? Because I looked for it today to try to watch it when I was at the gym, and I didn't see it in the communities or in the.
Oh, that's only because it takes like 2 or 3 days for JP to edit the video. But I
Okay,
think
because I wanted to go back. I missed it.
Yeah, no, but I think I did a training. Let me just look at my dub real quick. I'm going to put this dub in the training video because instead of the recording, just use my training video. So there's a new training video on connecting iList to the new Falcon to the CRM. That's the training
great.
right there. So Gigi, grab that training in the link in the Zoom.
Okay, I'll do that. And I have another question. Okay, I'm sorry to keep beating this horse with a stick though, but the mobile menu, so it doesn't mine doesn't have like a hamburger or anything. There's nothing at the top. Is that the way it's supposed to be?
No, let's take a look. Let's go through. So let me go back here. Let me get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Go to Gigi. Settings, website.
I have like hounded you on this stupid menu, and I'm still not. You must be sick of hearing about it.
No. I'm here for everybody, so don't worry. So in the menu,
Because yours at least has like a menu, has like a little hamburger on it. Mine doesn't have anything up there.
Well, wait, I'm not even seeing your.
Yep. Yeah. See
I thought we fixed it. We did the thing.
the thing.
Then we added it.
The thing.
Well, the thing needs to be rethinged.
Is that a technical term, Smarty?
Yeah,
or-
that's a tech term.
I
It's
love
The
it.
thing.
very standard. Yes.
So let's build a menu for Gigi on the fly, and then she'll be good. And then you just have to finish it. I'll start it for you, but you'll finish it, right?
Okay.
So in the up here you have mobile and you have desktop. For some reason, her mobile up here is all messed up. That's the bottom. The mega menu.
Has to be opened up.
So let's look at what we're going to do for Gigi, and everybody should follow this. I have a training video, by the way, in the course about how to make a nice mobile menu, a menu for a mobile device. So what I'm going to show you live here, you'll be able to do, just watching my training in the course to do it, follow step by step in the training, but let's just do it live for Gigi. So over here under the advanced, when you highlight the mega menu, so over here, this is her mega menu here that I have highlighted. Down over on the advanced tab over here, you'll see visibility. Is it visible for desktop? Is it visible for mobile? Oh, there it is. I just saw it. So it is there. So I'm going to highlight both of them just so we could edit them, Gigi. And here is your menu. So we have areas. And then over here we have about Gigi, the blog. And then,
I set it all up. It's just that it's not showing up.
yeah, because right here, if you come over here, let's take a look. So what it is it's just a color thing, Gigi. So when you're in your menu up here for the mobile, you want to, like, this is everything about the mobile. You can change the fonts of the menu, make them big, make them small, right? Make them probably like 15 is good, or 14. I'll do 16. Down here is the menu. Where is it down here? So right here in the color palette, you have to, why you weren't seeing it, Gigi, is the color background. So the hamburger was probably the same color as your blue. So it was blue on blue, you weren't seeing it. So if you come down here, you're going to look at all the different colors. So the text color, bold text is going to be white because that was black on black. The hover text, make that white.
Yikes.
No, that's not good. Let's make it red. Make it orange, whatever you want. You could do the hover to be a different color. You could also play around with, this is the icon color. So if the icon's going to be orange, I'll just do white.
Hail, snow, and rain.
All right, so I have that.
So you know exactly what's wrong with this thing, and it's the.
So what I'm going to do, Gigi, is I'm copying your website, and I'm just going on my phone on Safari. And I'm going to open up your website from the website editor. So before I hide it on the desktop, In fact, let me just put this in the Zoom chat. Everybody do Gigi a favor and open this up on your desktop if you can.
On the desktop?
No, on the mobile, I mean. So that's Gigi's website on your phone. Open it up on your phone and see if you see a hamburger icon.
Okay, now I see the hamburger. But it doesn't have
But
the
menu
word,
the menu doesn't show on a mobile device. It's called a hamburger. Every app in the world has a hamburger. When you click the hamburger, it shows you the menu in a list.
well, the hamburger's there, but I don't see the menu.
All right, that means your colors aren't right yet. So let's play with the colors. So if you come over here, mobile background color.
That would be the blue, right?
Yep, pop up. The pop up is white and the pop up color is white. So you have white on white. So let me change that to that. Now refresh. Wait, let me save and publish. So what was happening was you had a white when when you hit the hamburger, a white menu popped up and the words were white. That's why you weren't seeing anything. So I'm publishing now. So if you just refresh your browser, did we get it?
No.
It's one of these. Gigi, you just have to play around with every color on this thing. You try different color things. So italic, icon. Hover.
And now I've got the white thing underneath too.
Well, that's only because right now
We didn't hide the desktop.
we didn't hide the desktop. So let me just hide the desktop real quick and we'll take a look. So we're gonna take this guy. Well, these got messed up because now they're black, so we got the wrong color there. So I'm just gonna come over here and make the color white. There's that. And this guy, I'm going to take this guy and hide it on desktop or on mobile.
Okay, I see it now. I see the words now.
Okay, there you go.
Yay, thank you so much.
She's got a menu.
And I'm going to email you my other questions. I don't want to take up the whole thing. Let's Sue have a go.
Can I just ask a silly question? Shouldn't we have a home button on top there in case people want to get back to your home page?
You could. What I do is I link the logo to the home.
Okay.
They click on my logo, and it's a lot of websites. You just click the logo, and it takes you back to the home page instead of having just a word that's dumb that doesn't do anything but take you to the home page. So it's a preference thing. If you go to most websites, if you just click on the logo, it should take you back to your home page.
Smarty, since you're in there, can you go ahead and hide that big white thing on the mobile? Yeah, I guess it's a desktop. You see that?
It should now, and if you refresh, I just published, so I just hit it. So
Refresh.
that's just your mega menu that was showing. And I
Okay.
got rid of the phone number. So now on the mobile, you don't see it anymore.
Okay. Alrighty, thank you so much.
Yep. But Kathleen, that's just up to you. If you want to, you can click on the menu here and down below here on the menu, you could just hit add item and add a home page, a home menu. And
I'm going to do it your way.
yeah. So if you don't know how to do that, there's a couple things. If you highlight the menu on the very bottom here, at the very bottom, where you have the brand logo, there's at the very bottom here, it says, what are the actions for this logo if they click on it?
Okay,
So
thank
what I'm
you.
going to do is I'm going to take Gigi's URL like that, Control C, and I'm going to say when they click on this logo, I want it to go to a web page URL, and I'm just going to paste that in there. So now if they hit her EXP logo, the home page just opens up.
Perfect.
So that's what you have to do, guys. So if you haven't done that yet on your website, just click on the menu and then go to the very bottom. You'll see where you picked your logo and the size of the logo. Right below that, it's called image action. And you just say, open a URL and then put your home page there. So that way, if somebody's on your website, they just navigate to the home page.
Our words are gone again. Whenever you hide the desktop and get rid of that big white thing, the words go away. We'll get another call later.
Yeah, let's take a look because it shouldn't. It's just all it is Gigi, just why like I'm doing it, just play around with different colors and republish and refresh, and then they'll show up. It's just the color palette. You have blue on blue or white on white if they're not showing up.
I know, but when you unhide the desktop and show both of them, it's the same color pattern. Why would it show up? Why would it show up when you hide the desktop but not show up when you hide the desktop?
It should. No, it does. Like if you go to Smarty the Realtor on your desktop or on the mobile, it looks beautiful. Because they're two different menus, and we're showing one menu on the mobile and one on the desktop. That's all it is. And both palettes have in the color bar has different options for a mobile and a desktop.
So Gigi, I just tapped on your blank screen and something came up. So
it comes up blank, right? It comes up
yeah,
blank.
but when I tap on it, their words do come up. So what Smarty's saying is you need to change the colors.
All right, thank you. Move along. I'll work it out.
Yeah, look, so watch this. This is your website, Gigi.
Okay.
There's no white bar.
Mm-hmm.
If I hit the hamburger, what I'm seeing is you have white text on a white background. That's why nothing's showing up.
All right, I'll mess with it. Thank you.
That's just white on white. So all you have to do is you have to go back to this on the mobile side, and then you're coming down on the bottom here, and you're going to play with these texts right here.
Text color.
Yeah. Probably one of those.
Well, the text color can't be white if it's a white background.
Well, look, mobile background color.
That's what you're telling me, but you just showed me in real time. You showed me a white background on that pop-up.
Yeah. Refresh.
Unless that's called something else, like
yeah, it's probably called something else.
Mobile pop-up or something.
Mobile
pop-up background color. You just passed it.
Oh, you do have it. Cool. Look for the word pop-up, Smarty.
Hmm.
Oh, I actually see it, but it's when I highlight something. So oh, there it goes. I just got it. So now we have the menu.
All right, please, let's just get out of it right now. Don't touch anything else.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch anything else. So now you have the menu.
Thank you.
Okay. Sue.
So, I was trying to update my FSBO letters. This is from a week ago. And some of them, it appeared that they didn't really go to the cash offers. Is that on purpose? Just kind of touching base with people?
Did you say letters or you mean emails?
Emails is what I meant.
Oh,
Sorry.
emails. Okay. I'm like letters.
No. I just
Did you
Yeah,
put a
word.
barcode on the letter?
Wait,
Yeah.
that's next month's guess. Hold on.
Yeah.
I believe like the letter number 3. I didn't get very far, and I missed Friday. I'm so behind, but
You were doing expireds
FISBO.
of FISBOs.
I was trying to get them updated so they go to the right place. So you see, I did a couple of them. And just reply to take care of it. And that kind of like went nowhere. If you look at the link, that's what was there. Now I did update the unsubscribe below, but
No, you did it wrong. So what you have to do, Sue, is you want to make it more visible, like highlight a sentence where they have to click on it.
oh,
If you just do the word "it," the seller's not going to even see it on the email. They're going to like, where do I click? Right?
well, I really thought that was kind of there at that point. I don't think I
But this
changed.
doesn't go there. So this goes
Yeah.
to the trigger link. And what you're going to do is you're going to pick the FISBO trigger link. So now this is connected to the FISBO trigger link.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you missed on Friday, when we go back here and we go to, well, let me go back here to sites first. Websites. So did you set up your FISBO storefront?
I started that, but I don't know if I can actually do that in this state.
All right, so we do have a FISBO page on your website. So for now, you want to just send your FISBO sellers to your FISBO page. You got to send your sellers somewhere, Sue, from an email.
Right.
So you just have to decide, where do I want to send my FISBO sellers? Do you want to send them to Joe's Falcon cash offer screen so they just get offers when they click?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is that they could get offers.
Yeah.
There's a typo in that page. It says went buyers compete.
Oh,
Yeah. When buyers compete.
buyers.
So you just have to decide where
Yeah.
you're going to send them. And
Yeah, I
then
want to
what
send
you
them
do
to
is,
Falcon.
like in Falcon, if you go to trigger links, on Friday we covered making sure you have, like, and you don't have them, you haven't updated them yet. So Sue, what you have to follow is watch the video I put in the Zoom chat.
Yeah.
I walk you through step by step what you have to do in the CRM to connect the new Falcon to the CRM.
And then that will also walk through that other thing you
And
put in the
yeah,
chat.
and then you're going to put all the FISBO, point all the FISBO emails to the fun FISBO, right? So if you type in the word fun, and what we also talked about Friday is to make it easier for selection, you could edit these names and get rid of the word,
ProEdge.
well, just do it like this, like that.
Oh, so you could tell what it is right away.
Tell what it is right away.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So we talked about just everybody editing these.
Okay.
And that way it's a lot easier. Pre-foreclosure funnel.
Yeah.
Do it that way. And then in these funnels, see how you don't have any URLs in there yet.
Right.
You have to edit all the V6s are using these. You should point all the probates to the probate funnel, because we're going to swap them out for funnels at some point. And that way you don't have to edit your 14 emails every time we say, hey, we have a new website for you.
No, I'm so happy about that.
You point all the emails all the 14 emails for probate, point them to the probate funnel, all the pre-foreclosure to the right? And that's what you do when you edit all your emails. Once you do that, you don't have to edit these emails ever again. All you need to do is change the destination URL if it changes. So like you could send them the cash offers now, but let's say 3 months from now, you set up the FSBO storefront. You're like, God, I want to send them all to the storefront. All you have to do is put the storefront URL here for FSBO, and now all those emails will go to the storefront.
I'm loving it. So I just watched that training that you linked, put in there, and I'll take care of it. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Take a look at that. I put the training in the chat window.
Yeah, I already grabbed
the Falcon, connecting the Falcon to the CRM.
Okay. Thank you.
And it doesn't take long, guys. It's just a couple edits you make, and it won't take you long to hook up the Falcon to the CRM. But it works beautifully. Once you have it in place, it's working like magic for me, for my sellers. I'm getting all their skip trace data and stuff. In fact, Tom had a seller that checked their home values, and he didn't have a phone number. Tom's like, "How do I get their phone number?" I'm like, "Tom, use Falcon." and I said, "Look at the notes," and there's like 3 mobile numbers on the notes for the seller. Mike.
Yeah.
Okay, mine as usual is a very beginner novice question. But it goes back to, I signed up with you, and then you guys said, well, if you want to do the tier 3, and then I signed up, and it like created a whole new CRM. And I noticed that a lot of the times that you say, well, go to settings on the Sierra Home Transition CRM, which is my main one, which is my company. It doesn't have those fields. It doesn't have like I don't have access to like conversation AI or knowledge-based AI. That's on the other one, the other CRM. How do I get that?
Let's get you level set, because we want to get rid of that other Mike sub account.
Yeah. And whatever's on that needs to be brought over to.
Yeah, I want to get this taken care of for you tonight, Mike. So that way you don't have 2, but you should have the conversational AI. Let's see. I'm in your Sierra Homes. And you do not.
But I have it on the Mike one.
Yeah. Let me take a quick peek on the back end for this one. We look at one more place, Mike, and then we'll do a quick test. Yeah, according to this, you should have everything now. I go to Sierra. No, and you don't. Okay, so Mike, I'm gonna after this Q&A week, I'm dedicated to you the rest of the night until we sort this out.
Well, if you're going to be dedicated to me, then how about let's figure out the website too?
Yeah.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
I have my website, and I'd like to, rather than have 2 of them, be able to just use mine, but still use all the bells and whistles that you have.
Yeah. So as soon as this is over, let's hop on and
whatever you need from me, whatever the amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that you don't have the AI. I mean, this is something similar. Like Tom, you had something with the settings. So Tom Kelly, my partner here, he had something weird in settings where he wasn't seeing all the settings, even though it said he had privilege. So this may need me to go into the pro or the go high level support team to find out why you're not getting AI. Because according to this, you have access to it. Okay.
And then last question. I call from my phone all the time. Have you heard anything about the fix? Because I still am having issues.
Yeah, what Mike's talking about is on if you're using Lead Connector to make your outbound calls, Lead Connector's been like having problems with outbound calls. It's dropping people. So Go High Level's aware of it because everybody around the world is complaining about it. But it's going to require a new mobile app download by Lead Connector. So they have to fix it. But I haven't seen any any notice that this is fixed or not. So what I've been doing, Mike, is just using my regular cell phone. So I get I copy the number on Lead Connector and then make a quick call. That way I'm just going straight cell phone to them.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I mean, the beauty of having the number, though, I mean, you know why? Because you track everything, and so, but they haven't taken care of it, though. Okay.
Yeah, so that's been a problem for a lot of us is that outbound calling on the mobile app. They gotta fix it. That's a critical. Because it's nice using that phone because then you get all the tracking inside the CRM and call logs and auto call or voice recordings and stuff. Steve?
Hey, Smarty, thank you. I think mine is more of a request to meet with you, because my questions are about the affiliates. Can I add another affiliate other than what yours is to the CRM?
What do you
outside of a different affiliate for credit repair?
So I'm not
sorry.
yeah, let's talk about it. Like what are you trying to do? You set up another product inside your CRM to sell on your own?
Yeah, different product to sell as
Oh
an
yeah,
affiliate.
yeah. You have full access to the payment. You should have full access to the payments in the CRM.
Yes.
You could add products. It's what it is. It's a product. So you
Okay.
create a product similar to what we did, guys, if you set up the FISBO storefront. So it works the same way in the storefront for the FISBOs. You create a product for what you want to offer people. And the product could either be a one-time payment or recurring payment.
And that's what I want to do. So that's why I'm asking if I can spend some time with you to set that up.
Yeah.
And then workflows associated with it. Because here's the other thing is, you're affiliate for ProEdge, right? CRM. I'm sending them to people. I'm talking to them about it. I can see, on my my page that they're looking at it, but I have no follow up for them. I'd like to automate a follow up with them. So I'd like to create a workflow and trigger links for that as well.
Oh, okay.
So
Let's
if we
talk
can
about
meet,
that. That's good. That's a good idea overall we could do. So, Steve, I'll have time tomorrow. We can grab some quality time tomorrow. We get on a Zoom and go through this.
yeah. So I'm open. Send me a request and we'll do that. Yeah, because I'd like to automate that follow up with them for those. Right now, I'm doing individual texts. Say, hey, what did you think? That kind of stuff. So.
Yep. Yeah. In fact, Tom asked for that too. Tom is like the follow ups and all the people you're talking to. Tom. So for the CRM stuff. Yeah. So I'll grab some time on the calendar tomorrow. We'll build it out. Brian.
Hey there. Quick question on the chat bot. I noticed on yours as well, when I went in and programmed it initially when I set up the website, it had AI interaction. And now it looks like just a generic chat bot with none of the text that I put in. Maybe I need to go back and look at the previous training or updated training, but
yeah. So Brian, what I want to tell everybody, I think I mentioned it on Friday, is we're going to be firing Zappy Chat this week. So the chatbot is using a company called Zappy Chat, and they've been kind of unreliable. The chatbot's been not, I bought it last year and we've been using it, implemented it with Zappy Chat. It's been hot and cold, like it keeps dropping and some weird behaviors. And in the meantime, Go High Level superseded them, and their AI capabilities is like 2x what ZappyChat is. So ZappyChat hasn't advanced their system. So I'm in the process of teaching the AI inside of Go High Level, and there's now a new knowledge base and FAQs built into Go High Level. And I'm finding, Brian, that the chat is much more rich and natural and flowing really good. So what I'd like to do is use maybe Friday to just do a chatbot setup, get everybody up and running, get the knowledge bases going, and put the new widget, because the website widget's a lot stronger too with Go High Levels. So if you could hold off till Friday, I'll use Friday as just an AI day, and we'll just get the new AI switched over for everybody.
A sub question to that. So I embedded that chat bot into other websites that I currently have.
Yeah.
Is there a way to tag which website those leads are coming in from? I've had several come in and it's just a dead end of the communication, but I don't know what website they came from. So is there any way to tag that pixel or?
So I know you could add multiple chats. So if you're going to have different web chats, well, actually, let's take a look at it together, because that should be a feature of Go High Level. So if I come over to, let me go over to, Brian, what's your account name again?
3 Ways to Sold. Yeah, number 3, text 3. THREE. And get rid of the 3 up front. Should come up. We log in as. The email address is different than the URL.
Let's see if it comes up. Oh, I have it as United Realty.
Okay.
Yeah, United Real Estate. And then if I go to, so Mike, real quick, you should see AI agent. That's what we're missing on Mike on your account. See the AI agent right there? Under the main one. But if I go to sites and then chat widget, yeah, you could, when you're in the chat, I don't think there's it'd be nice if we could add a tag.
Even to know which page they came from would be helpful.
Yeah, to know where it's coming from. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way, I can, when I go into the help desk, Brian, I'm gonna talk to Go High Level. To see if there's a way, because you'd want to wait in the definition of the chat to say, tag anybody comes through here, tag it this way. Because then you can get, because what you would do then, Brian, is you would set up, because you could have multiple chats.
Yeah.
You would set up another chat. Which, by the way, guys, this is what I want to talk about on Friday. When we do the clinical and AI on Friday, they just added this all-in-one chat, which is brand new. We've been using live chat. There's now WhatsApp chat and email SMS chat, which is pretty cool. But now they have an all-in-one chat, and I'm going to be playing around with this myself this week as I'm setting all my AI up for everybody. But one of the cool things about this is that the user can say, I want to chat via SMS versus live chat on the website. Right? So they could pick their channel they're going to get. And then that way it starts chatting with them on SMS if they don't want to have a live chat on the website.
And that would still come through the app.
And that comes through the app. Yeah. So this is a brand new feature that Go High Level just added. But what I want to ask them is there a way we could tag to know? And let me just look at automations and look here. One scratch. I don't know if there's an automated, like a workflow that ideally there'd be a workflow, Brian, where you could fire a workflow trigger based on somebody chatting with a certain chat widget.
Yeah.
And then for your different websites, you'd have different widgets that you build. You know, one for like, let's say I'd still had KV Core. Here's my chat widget for KV Core. Here's one for Go High Level. But then if I had that, then I could tag them when they come through that chat window through automation. So I'll check with them. I put a note here to go in when I'm in the chat room for Go High Level. I'll ask for you, Brian. See if there's a way to tag them either through a workflow or whatever. So we know that they came through this specific website chat.
Okay.
That would be important.
Look forward to Friday.
Yeah. So I'll find out. Mike?
Yeah. When you're doing the pages that you told me about on the community pages, when I'm on the website, where do I create those pages?
Yeah, so when you're on the website here, well, let me go over to mine because I'll remind everybody. How you want to set these up if you're doing like community pages like we've all been doing. And if we're going to do like Mike and I plan on doing 55 and over communities and other pages. There is a hard limit
for the funds from both of us.
Yeah, the website itself in Go High Level has a limitation of 150 pages per site. So what we do, Mike, and you want to plan this out ahead of time, it'll make your life easier, is you're going to have your main website. And then what I did was I built sites for every county in Philadelphia. And then I got my just listed and just reduced sites. You know, these have 13 pages, 11 pages, and then more communities. And then this is where I plan on to create a new site. You just create the new website button here. And what I'm going to be doing is creating a 55 and over community site. And then it'll have an individual page for every 55 and over community in Philadelphia. And then I'm going to create a senior living place, right? All the senior livings and you know, memory care facilities in Philadelphia, and have a dedicated community pages for those. So your question, Mike, is about how to add pages. When you come in here, there's a button that says new page.
But hold on. Which one did you click in? Sorry.
Well, it doesn't matter. Anytime when you're in your website, Mike, you just go to your website. If you want to add a page to your website, you just open
that's
up.
That's a Smarty mega menu.
Well, no, this is my main website that has all my pages.
Oh, I see it. 3 websites. Okay. Yeah.
Right. So when you open up your website, you could either hit new page here to add a new page, but like when you're doing your like just reduced and like the price range pages, for example, instead of using the add new page, what you do is when you have your page, you design your first page. So you may hit add page and design your first page. But what I like to do, Mike, instead is do what's called a clone. So you say clone page to this website, and then it makes a new page for the website. So that way your menu and your footer come with it. And all you have to do is change the middle of the web page. If you hit add new page button, you're basically starting with a blank sheet, right? A blank piece of paper, and you're designing a web page. So you never want to use the add new page button, because then you'd have to put a menu back on it and a footer. You want everything consistent, Mike. So all you do is you hit clone, and then down here you see it clone the page right here. It has the word clone.
Well, when you say clone, where do I hit that again? Sorry, I'm trying to find it and look at my phone at the same time.
So when you're on your website and you're looking at pages, so let me go to my main page first. I'll go to my main website. So when I'm on my website, if I wanted to build like another trade-in page, right? I pick what page I want to clone, and I just hit the 3 dots and I say clone. And
Okay.
then,
So I should just community pages. I should just hit that one, right?
yeah. So you're going to hit the community page and clone it. And then every community you're doing, you're just cloning, changing the name, updating the content, save. Clone the next one, change the name, update the content, and save. So I showed you when we were on the call where to get the prompt, Mike. You're going to build community content in ChatGPT.
Yep.
And then every single page, you're just going to use the clone mechanism to clone and make the next town or the next neighborhood.
City. Okay.
So you just pick, like, if I'm going to do another community page like Bucks County, I would just clone this. Like, let's say I'm going to do now, because I have 6 counties around Philly. Let's say I want to now do a Lehigh Valley, Lehigh County. I would just say clone this page.
Yeah, because it says when you're selecting select location, and then you name it.
And then right here, you hit this little button here, and you hit settings, and then I'll call this Lehigh County. And then down here, I'm going to make it the same URL, but now I'm going to call this Lehigh County Homes for Sale. Okay. So now I have a Lehigh County community page for when I do Lehigh Valley or Lehigh County. And if I hit the open, now it's on Smarter the Realtor, Lehigh County, but it still says Bucks County. So I'll make a Lehigh Valley page for this. Does that make sense, Mike?
Yeah, it kind of does, because I'm in clone the page, and I already have the city that I want to do, but when it says clone community page template, but it says select location, and it just says Michael Perrone.
No, you want it. What you're doing is, let me show you what you're seeing. So when you're on the page, right? When you're doing a clone. So when I do a clone, there's 2 halves of this screen. When you're on the website, you use this side right here. There's a button that says clone to this website.
Yeah, clone page to this website, right?
That's all you do. And now it's going to make another page on your website. You use this one over here if you want to put them on multiple sites. So let's say I was going to put a new page on all my community pages. So I'd say this one, and this one, clone it, and then it'll make pages on every one of my sites.
Okay, and it drops that page to the bottom, correct?
Yeah, it always drops it to the bottom when you clone it.
Okay.
And then you hit the 3 dots again, and you hit settings, and you give the page a name, and then you put the URL path that you want for that page.
Okay, yeah, it's saying a community page. I'm gonna put Davie. I'm gonna put it as Davie.
Like Dade County and Dade County Homes for Sale or whatever.
Well, Davie, Florida Homes for Sale.
Yeah. And then you design what that page looks like, and now you can clone other counties, and then you start doing towns and neighborhoods.
Well, is it just, if it's just Davie, like the community page about like the parks and all that stuff? So I really shouldn't say Davie Homes for Sale. It's more Davie Florida community.
You'll figure out how you want to name your community pages, and then what the slugs are going to be, which is the URL behind your domain.
No, when it says that the path, the ending path of your URL, it just says blank. /community 8950.
Yeah, you want to get rid of the numbers because every web page has to have a unique URL.
Okay.
So when you clone it, it's going to put the numbers in because you're cloning it with the same name. So
Okay.
you got to just change the URL and get rid of the numbers. So now you have a nice path.
All right. So instead of community 8950, you're going to put Davie, Florida.
Yep.
Okay. And that's with the space or no space?
No spaces because it's a URL.
Okay, that's what I just want to make sure. Do that. And then once you update the page there, then you go in. Will you still go in through the settings, and then where you just click edit, and I just cut and paste into there, right?
No, well, we're right now to do the URL, you hit the 3 dot settings, and this is where you give the name and then the URL.
Yeah, yeah, I did
Then
that.
when you're done, then you hit edit, and then you edit the content of the page.
Got it.
So now you come in and say, this is Lehigh Valley, Lehigh County.
You duplicate whatever you put in there.
Yep.
That DBT, right? Okay.
Yep.
Got it. Perfect.
And then you save and publish.
Now, do you take an AI picture from ChatGPT or no?
Yeah, I got all my images from ChatGPT.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it did some nice images for my page. And then once you get more advanced, like Bob on our call here, Bob has HeyGen, so he has a video of him talking about the community. So you could do ultimately a video of yourself talking about the community.
Got it. It just put it in HeyGen and
Knock it
just
off.
create a video, right?
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right. All right, let me stop sharing. I'm going to restart recording again.